Hey everybody, it's Cheryl, lead Off Leash K9 Training. I want to talk to you about the concept of passive training. Here we have Honey, Taz, and Bacho, and they are all on place command, and I am passively training them right now. So I look at training as in like active training and passive training. Granted, you have to understand we are always training our dog. Most of our training is passive training. We are letting the dogs get away with what they want to get away with. So my idea of passive training is twofold. It's either this, they're either on place command or on a downstay or in their crates, and I'm doing other things around them, but I'm still paying attention to what they're doing. I'm paying attention if they're whining, if they're breaking place, if they're nibbling on a cracker that fell on the floor when I walked by. So they are working right now, but I am not actively doing anything with them. Active training is when I'm doing a session like a heel session or place-to-place session or working outside and doing recall sessions, just when you see me teaching them something. So with passive training, we're either doing duration stuff or when your dog gets to the place where you want them to do some free roaming in the house, and I would throw that in anyway, even if they're not to that point, where you start giving them challenges where they have to make choices. That's huge, you guys. Teaching your dog how to make good choices. That's happens during passive training for me with my client dogs and my own dog. So right now, let's go to the first part, which is holding place, right? Passive training. I'm going to vacuum. This dog here whines when I put a coat on. You're going to see watching. Good. I just marked Taz for laying back down. She whines when I put a coat on to go outside. So I'll be working with her, but right now I'm going to vacuum just so you can see what that looks like a little bit. Closer to Taz in the middle. He's a little bit more of a confident dog. He's pretty balanced, good state of mind, not super nervous, where this one's crazy anxious with separation, and he's just kind of anxious in his mind with humans. So I went kind of slow and stood in between her and the vacuum. With him, I could go up to it. He was okay with it. He's eating. He's fine. And he did pretty well also. So that's an example of passive training. Well, they're working duration. I'm not working with them one-on-one, but I am paying attention. Okay, this is about Honey. Grabbing the coat. If she whines, you're gonna hear a tone. I'm gonna stop talking. Well, let me say one thing. Usually walking over to my coat rack, which is up there, and getting a coat really works her up. So let me go this way with it, so you can see a little better. Good. Good. If she whines, you're going to hear a tone. Good. Making the sounds of me leaving. Good. Good. She's doing great, you guys. Amazing. Normally, she would be whining when I go to get my coat on. We've been working on this for a couple days. Good. And I'll give her some pets because that's really what she wants. Good girl. But if you can only see her claws, like she's shaking. This is hard for her. Good. Let's take the coat off. Again, all passive training, right? And how I've been working with her, the owners will have to ask, but we've been doing some tone work if you saw another video I posted about that. So right now I'm going to leave them here, and I'm going to go get a plate of food in the other house. So this is a big deal. I'm leaving them longer than I should, but I'm going to do it anyway. I could put the baby monitor on, which I will. I mean, this is me always thinking about how to dog train. So I put the baby monitor out over there, which you can't see. Now I'm putting this on in my hand. So I can kind of see all the dogs. There's the feedback. I'm gonna leave. I'll be back. Good. Okay, turning this off. So what I have here is a plate of food and a thing of cream cheese. And this is human food. Granted, this is a big deal. I'm putting it on the floor, right? Kind of unfair, but I don't actually think so. So passive training. If I say break, those dogs can't have that food. So I might, normally I would do this one at a time with dogs. There's the wine. Nope. Nope. Come. Place. Okay, so that's an example of her whining, right? You heard the tone, which means she's going to get stim. The tone is preceding the stimulation. Then I held the button down at an 8, low number, got her back on place, and then I slow tapped for her to lie down. Okay, I need to get something in here. Yep, there it is. So I'm going to go around, actually. I'm going to go around to get it. That was really good, you guys. No? Try the jacket again for Honey's sake. So this is passive training, you guys. Good. I'm going to say BREAK now, and this is the second part of passive training. Okay, you have break, but it doesn't mean you can eat people food. This is about you figuring out, and I'm going to set his for like a 6, Bacho. He doesn't have him, but he's carrying a leash. I'm not too worried about this guy. And her, I'm not too worried about her either. So I'm going to say BREAK and call them over this way. This is a passive training session. Move this camera. Break! Stop! Good dog. Good dog. Awesome. So now I'll let him free roam a little bit and see what choices they make. If she whines, she'll get a tap. He didn't do anything. Good dogs. So I hope that's helpful. Think of, like I said in another video, think of training in 3 folds. First, think we're always training our dog. So you either active training, Passive training, which we just did 2 ways of, meaning I had them on place, but I wasn't doing it with them, and I was making sure they weren't making mistakes. Now this is the second kind. So I just tapped her for sniffing that at a 15. Not very high. So this is the second kind of passive training. Letting them do what they might be doing around your house, but also you're paying attention. You are paying attention, making sure they're not getting in the trash, eating your food, getting in a fight, I don't know, chewing socks. And then when you're all done with this, I'm gonna take them out now, but I'll show you. You put them back in crates. Hey, crate, crate, crate. And she's got the boxes because that's passive. Nope. So a little firm with her. I just grabbed her. Nope. She's kind of all about just being with the humans. Good. All right. So that's the third thing. After you've active trained and passive trained, take them out for a potty and then put them in the crate for a while. Long video, but hopefully informative. Bye.